brought champagne, beers, and this is after I haven't had beer for 8 weeks.
Oof, must have been a little shaky.
Dude, after you knock out Connor and drink a beer and you haven't had one in 8 weeks, it hits different, bro.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Noah Chainberg. I'm the founder of Heatonist, and we're here in the Hot Sauce Test Kitchen in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. And I'm joined today by my good friend, Dustin.poirier.making, UFC killer, chef extraordinaire, who's gonna come and help us out today with learning a little bit about some Cajun cooking traditions, especially around gumbo.
I've been cooking my whole life. This is the first time I've done it in front of cameras, but I'm excited, you know?
Compared to what you're normally doing in front of a big audience, this should be a piece of cake.
Well, I can tell you one thing, nobody's punching me in the face today. So with gumbo, it depends what region you're from. New Orleans has a different style gumbo. Lafayette has a different gumbo. There's lots of surrounding cities that do it differently. What we're doing today is a chicken and sausage gumbo.
Chicken and sausage sounds good to me, as long as we can make it a little spicy.
We have to. Yeah, what I like to do for my gumbo, the way I do it is I bake these chicken. I'm gonna pull the skin off after it's baked, and kind of when it cools down, chop it up, and then I'll add it to the gumbo once we have the roux and the stock rocking.
Beautiful. How are we gonna season this?
Today, we're gonna season it with Tony Chachere's. Let me wash my hands real quick. Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, it's what I use. There's plenty of knockoffs. There's, you know, a lot of local brands in Lafayette, Louisiana that I do like, but for me, Tony Chachere's is the way to go, man.
Tony Chachere's authentic Creole seasoning.
Had this, brought this with me in my checked-in luggage, and I just, very simple, man, season these chicken thighs. So I'm gonna toss this in, 350 for probably 20, 30 minutes maybe. So I'll get the onions going. Onions, bell pepper, celery. That's the Trinity. That's the Cajun Trinity.
Onions, bell pepper, and celery. The Cajun Trinity.
That's the Cajun Trinity right there. We put this in everything.
How's the reception been down there for the sauce?
It's been great. What I hear a lot is it tastes like a Tabasco because of the vinegar and the cayenne, but it has more flavors, and I thought that, so when I hear other people tell me that, I'm like, dude, we nailed it then.
Nailed it.
Yeah. I would say for people watching, maybe 2 cups. 2 cups of onions here? I don't know.
It's okay, we'll throw the recipe down in the comments section.
I'll have to write it down, but I'm making it up as we go. I just know what I like in the gumbo.
That's good, you gotta operate by feeling, right? Intuition.
Dude, before we even talk, I know what it's gonna taste like. You know, I've just done it so many times. So here we go. We got a onion and a half here. I'm gonna get the bell pepper.
Now we're cooking.
Now we're cooking. Just like that. Rip these suckers out. Yeah.
How often are you cooking at home?
When I'm home, so my wife doesn't really, it's not, you know, she does everything else, but I cook when we're at the house. When I'm in fight camp, I kind of meal prep for the week, so I cook large amounts, and I usually do it in the crock pot of the oven, chicken for the week. Maybe bake some salmon, that way I'm not eating chicken every single day, but it's very low calories, and the same thing over and over again.
Do you really focus on what that first meal after weigh-in is gonna be?
That's what you're fighting on. Simple things. Nothing processed, very easy digestible stuff, simple proteins, simple carbs, white rice, vegetables, chicken or fish. But after the fight, then it gets crazy.
That's okay.
Then it
so
gets crazy.
What was the first meal after the fight this time?
So after I knocked out Conor McGregor, we went back to the room. We had pizzas, wings, sliders. The hotel made like a spread for me and all my guys, and they brought champagne, beers, and this is after I haven't had beer for 8 weeks.
Oof, must have been a little shaky.
Dude, after you knock out Conor and drink a beer and you haven't had one in 8 weeks, it hits different, bro.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Here we go, a little bit of celery. This is fun, man.
Oh yeah, getting in the kitchen? What do you think it is about food that gets people to open up, you know, think a level deeper, take some more time?
Usually, I mean, when it comes to cooking a meal and hanging out, it's usually kind of like what we're doing now, just talking to each other. It's not done in 10 minutes. It's gonna take an hour and a half or 2 hours. You're gonna get to know each other if you don't. Talk about things that happen during the day. It brings the family together. That's why me and my wife and daughter still sit at the dining room table at night. Especially nowadays when everything's on the go, what better than to sit and have a good conversation and you know, feel each other's energy over food.
Yeah, hit pause on the rest of the world and just focus on each other for a few minutes.
Exactly, man.
I love it. So when you did your interview on Hot Ones with Sean Evans, you were talking about food fight. I think you got a lot of people excited.
I think it's gonna happen. It's looking like it's gonna happen. It's just the timing, and I think we're gonna do it in New Orleans. what better place to do it in the beautiful city of New Orleans? Great food, great gyms.
Yeah, food capital.
Yeah. And there's some great gyms out there. Mid-City Mixed Martial Arts. That's pretty much what the show is going to be about. Just exploring different cities, different foods that are, local to the area, and different gyms. I'm interested in that stuff.
When you think about the gym culture down in Louisiana, what's the flavor in there?
It depends what part of Louisiana, but hardworking guys. A lot of jobs in Louisiana are oil filled. It's labor work. Not saying we're idiots over there, but we're not scared to work and get our hands dirty either. So these guys who come in the gym, they're ready to work. And I see it from a young age to guys who shouldn't even be in the gym thinking they want to fight. They're not scared to put in work, and that's refreshing. That's what I like to see. Right. I grew up loving fighting and loving food. So if I can marry the two and put a show together that kind of explains, I think it's going to bring two subcultures together that have a lot in common they don't even know.
Beautiful. So where are we going next?
So this is the first time I ever cook boudin from frozen. Usually I get it already thawed out if I buy it, and I put it on the barbecue pit, or it's already just warmed up. You buy it warmed up normally. So I'm gonna boil it. It says like 17 minutes.
I think we need to tell people at home what boudin is, because you explained it to me on the drive over here.
So boudin is a staple in Lafayette, Louisiana, not in New Orleans, in Acadiana. Boudin is pig intestine casing, so like a sausage, filled with Creole seasonings, green onion, rice, and pork, normally pork. It's a lot of organ meat, livers and stuff like that. It just really gives it that flavor that you want, that I want. I don't know if you want it, but I want it.
Waste nothing. Yeah, I'm down.
So next I'm gonna start the roux for 6-8 people. I'm gonna get some flour in there and just start seeing what's going on.
Do you want to turn it up a little bit?
I will, I'm gonna have to. It's an eye thing. We got a roux rocking, man.
Amazing. 2 ingredients in the roux, and it adds all that depth.
Oh yeah.
Do you need to tag me in while you...
Can you? You want to keep this?
Yeah,
moving
I'll
this while I
keep
check
this
this
moving.
out?
I think our water's boiling. Yeah, put me in, coach. I'm ready.
You're ready, bro. We don't have to be too crazy with it, but just got to keep it moving.
Don't let it sit.
Yeah. Keep it moving. Here you go, good sir.
Oh, thank you. Here you go, chef.
About halfway there, we need to get the chocolate.
And there's a tongs. This guy doesn't need tongs. Let's see, boudin. Ooh. You can smell the organs. That is actually really, really good.
That's good, right?
It just warms you up on the inside.
That's good stuff right there.
And there's a little spice in there, huh? I like that.
Hell yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna have to have another bite of that.
You didn't know you were gonna be working today, huh?
I did not. I thought I was just in charge of keeping the beers cold.
So we're getting to the home stretch right here with the roux.
Oh wow,
And
look at that
I wanted
color.
to pull this off of the heat.
Oh wow, that is a dark chocolate.
Okay guys, so while this sausage is rendering and browning, I'm gonna go ahead and start sauteing these vegetables in it. Celery, bell pepper, onions. I wish I could tell you the measurements, but I can't. Good luck. Trying to mimic it. As it slowly cooks, the moisture out of these onions and bell pepper is gonna bring a little bit into the roux. When I see the color and the softness that I want, then I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of thyme, my bay leaves, and this great chicken stock that Noah got us. And before we add the rest of the stock, I'm gonna put a little bit of garlic, half a tablespoon maybe. Let that all come together. Let this go just a little bit longer.
Beautiful.
Add some more stock, toss the meat in, we'll cover it and let it simmer.
Nice.
And add the chicken in,
Oh yeah.
and that's a gumbo.
All right, so our gumbo is cooking, and what I've learned from you is that gumbo is really about bringing people together and community. And so I want to invite over a good friend who I know you know, with my good buddy Sean Evans.
The Spice Lord.
Hot Ones, the Spice
What's up,
Lord.
brother?
In the kitchen, in the kitchen. It smells good. I can already feel that Louisiana home style cooking. It hits you right
The
away.
cayenne is in the air.
Yeah, definitely cutting through.
Have you ever had the gumbo before?
I've had gumbo, but never like this. You know, you have so much stuff out here, and I know nobody makes a better roux than this guy. So I'm excited to try it today.
I take my time. I put in the effort.
How are we looking?
Looking good. We are looking good. I think I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of
Have to.
Poirier's. Tie in some of that cayenne.
Louisiana style.
I've never asked you, how'd you get into hot sauce?
I've always loved the stuff. And I used to, when I was a kid, just empty an entire bottle of Tabasco on my food. And eventually I didn't want my food to taste only like Tabasco. So I started branching out. And I really thought there should be a place where you could try before you buy. So I started with the push cart, which is still right over there.
Yeah, I know the push cart.
Oh yeah?
Hey, you
I
can see
didn't
the
know that.
wheels on it.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
And then back in 2015, opened up here, and it was just a couple months after that I got the first call from Chris and Sarah over at Hot Ones to say, hey, we have this show that's about celebrities eating hot sauce and interview. Like, it would be cool if we did something together. I watched a couple episodes. There was 30,000 subscribers at the time.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna ask you, like, cause like we never dreamed it this big, and I'm sure that you didn't either. Did you have any hesitation, like, I don't know about this little YouTube show?
I was here at a little hot sauce shop in Williamsburg. I was looking for something to do. So I was honored. I thought, hey, there's something to this. It's really cool. And then now we've been working together for
5 years at least.
it's 5. We launched our first sauce together 5 years, like next week.
Wow.
Crazy.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. Cheers.
Damn good sauces.
Fucking crazy ride.
All right, guys, before we sit down to dinner, I want to do a little toast. And I have something special here. I gave a good buddy of mine, Joe, who's a distiller, a few bottles of Poirier's Louisiana style sauce. And what he did is he mixed it with some moonshine, put it into a vacuum still to extract the flavor of the sauce into the booze, triple distilled it. And we're gonna see if we can pick up any of that Louisiana style flavor.
You can definitely smell it. I smell the cayenne when you open it. Yeah.
And he said we should mix it with a little bit of water. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow.
Actually, I don't know what I was expecting, but that was a lot better than I was expecting.
I was expecting something harsh, like a bite. That was really good, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it actually has like a lot of roundness and softness to it, but it's strong.
Here's what I would say about this. If somebody had said to me, hey, I've got some hot sauce moonshine for you to try, I'd be nervous about that. It went down a lot smoother than I thought it would. Like, I thought I'd be grimacing, making a face, or whatever. Hot sauce, moonshine together, you'd think that that would do that to you, but this didn't.
Let's eat some gumbo. There we go, there's the time. That's a gumbo right there.
I'm honored, my first ever gumbo.
That's
Diamond
right.
style.
Oh, shit,
Can't
really?
believe I
Yeah,
gotta
I've
get you
never
more
had
salt.
gumbo before.
Whoa.
Those two are y'all's. I'll make mine.
Wait, I have a question. Do we eat gumbo with a spoon or
Oh,
a fork?
a spoon. You maniac. What are you? Savage.
Okay.
Not pepper hot.
Oh my God. That is so comforting.
Right?
I feel warmed.
Dude, the hot sauce marries with it so well.
This is so good. Dustin, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, man.
so
Thanks
much.
for coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
honored. Beautiful.
Thank you guys for sticking around and cooking gumbo with me. Poirier's Louisiana style, only at Heatonist. Also there you can check out the recipe. El Diamante Gumbo, baby. Thank you guys.